Good morning, party people. Welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Brooke. It is Friday morning about 10 a.m. and we are kicking off a weekend in the life. So I have a 4-day weekend, so I have off today and Monday because Monday is Memorial Day. So what am I going to be doing with my wonderful 4-day weekend? I'm gonna be making the most of it, and I'm excited to be bringing you guys along. So if you haven't already, don't forget, subscribe below, give you a big thumbs up, and let's get into it. So right now I'm about to head over to Enterprise. I need to return my rental car. I've had a rental for the past almost a week because my company car was part of a manufacturer recall. So if you guys drive a Ford Bronco Sport or a Ford Escape, be sure to call your Ford dealership, give them your VIN number, and they can see if you guys are a part of it, because really scary stuff's happening with the issues from this recall. Like, one of my coworkers was going 80 on the freeway and their entire car just lost power. Imagine going 80 on a freeway and losing your power steering, your brake, your gas, like literally everything. How terrifying. Luckily they were okay, but really like sketchy, scary stuff happening with whatever is wrong from this recall. So if you drive Ford Bronco Sport, Ford Escape, make sure you call in. So anywho, my car all squared away, all of that jazz. So now I need to go return the rental car. Honestly, I probably should have left a few minutes ago. So I gotta go, I'll see you there. There she is, rental is dropped off. And the Uber's here. I feel like this is literally the exact same spot, but I am back from returning the car. Okay, I like need to do something about my hair. My hair is like very fluffy today. I feel like the mistake that I made was I let it air dry at first, so it was getting like volume and wavy, and then I went in with the blow dryer to like finish off because I just wanted it to be dry. And so I think mistakes were made basically. So we are fluffy today, but you know what, we'll see if I want to tame it, because at the same time, is it worth putting heat on my hair if I'm not really doing anything? So we might deal with it. You guys, okay, I am gonna put myself on blast. I'm gonna show you like how messy the house is right now, and I'm just so embarrassed, and I'm also so confused because remember, I cleaned everything on Friday before Darin's thing. Like, that was this past Friday. Everything got really messy on Friday. Saturday morning I like re-cleaned, and then Monday, remember, I have that half day, so I also like re-cleaned and like made sure everything was good. That was 4 days ago, like 4 freaking days ago. How are we here? Everything is a disaster. The couch area is also a disaster, and I've blocked it off because the dogs have gotten so dirty. Like, do you guys, can you tell on camera? Hunter is literally brown. Like, Hunter is a bright white and he is freaking brown. Like, this is alarming. His paws, usually bright white, they're brown. So yeah, we're not laying them on the couches, but before we had blocked it off, obviously them hopping on and off, pillows are everywhere. I usually put towels down just in case they get really dirty so that we don't get paw prints on there. So it just looks, it looks terrible. In the TV room, like, pillows are just everywhere. It's a hot mess. I mean, here it's just galore of everything on like the counters. I still have not cleaned this. I did take down like all of the decor like up there, but all of this stuff still there. And then over here, also a disaster. I mean, this, my sister's dog keeps trying to eat it. This is Hunter and Sadie, one of their like bones, and he keeps like gagging himself with it. And so after a few times I was like, okay, we're done. So like, that's on the counter. Just, I mean, a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff in the sink. I mean, in general, this is terrible. And honestly, our room and our bathroom, laundry room, it is embarrassing. It is so bad. So I just threw all of like the rugs and towels into the wash, and I'm trying to figure it out, but I feel pulled in so many different directions to like clean everything. few hours later and I've pretty much cleaned like everything. I mean, even in our shower, we were starting to get like some mildew between the tiles. And I even sprayed all that down with this like mold and like mildew scrub type stuff. And then like scrubbed that down. So that's looking really good. And did a bit more laundry, straightened up the house. So for the most part, like I'm pretty much done. In the meantime, it's time for lunch. So I have 4 hard-boiled eggs in here that you guys just saw me pull out of the water. And I'm gonna let them sit in the ice bath for a bit. I've decided for lunch I want to make an egg salad sandwich. So I have like 4 hours until I need to leave and head over to the place that we're doing the photo shoot. So I have a little bit of time. One of my best friends just got engaged this past weekend, like on Darin's birthday on Sunday. And me and her sister are trying to plan an engagement party, but the issue is that she is moving out of state in 2.5 weeks. So we are trying to plan this on like turbo mode. So we have found a date, which was so hard trying to coordinate with everyone, like super last minute, but we managed to find a date, time, figured out the vibe. We're going to be doing a brunch. And so it's gonna be like sundresses, but then we're needing a location. So Bride has a favorite restaurant that's really beautiful. So we were going to do it there, but then the party is too big now for the private room. And so they can't accommodate us. So we found there's one other location of the restaurant in a different city, an extra like 20 minutes away. But I think we're gonna do that. One of the girls lives in this apartment complex that has this really beautiful like common room area that's super gorgeous, modern, and honestly just beautiful that they can rent out. But we're trying to figure out like what to do, because although that would be beautiful, it's like, do we have enough time to pull together an entire event with like all of like the tables, decor, food, like cooking and serving and all of that stuff, versus if we do it at a like really pretty restaurant, which originally the gal who got engaged, like that was her original idea of like what she had wanted, but like the table's set up, the ambiance is set up, the music is set up, people, like everything is ready when we get there. The cooking, the shopping, like cleaning, like everything is done for us. All we have to do is bring like all the table decor, bring her like a beautiful sash, and you know what I mean? Just make our little area beautiful, but most of the work's already done. Versus if we rent out a space, we literally have to like do everything and find everything, rent everything, and it's just seeming a bit overwhelming. But obviously it'd be nice to be able to customize more of it, like if we full on throw everything at like the venue that we're talking about. So yeah, now we're kind of torn. I mean, it happened Sunday, we started planning on like Tuesday, so we're only a couple days in, but we're also practically a couple days away. So this is honestly very stressful, but we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so it's a bit later and I'm down to 3 hours before I need to leave for the shoot. I have changed into this really soft, comfy, cozy cotton, just button down top, some workout pants, and some just white tennis shoes. I wanted to feel, you know, a bit more attractive, so I'd be a little more confident. And I also wanted to be able to move around a bit more. I was wearing skinny jeans and those are not really, you know, very flexible. I'm not gonna be able to like get down and do what I need to do. So I changed. But I want to show you guys what I am bringing to the shoot. So I'm bringing my camera. So I have a Canon 7D Mark II, and this is what it looks like. Right now I have the 50mm lens. So 50mm is considered the like natural view of the human eye. So the 50mm most closely replicates what like the zoom level of the human eye. So this one is like very natural look. It's also very much like a staple type of lens. So I do usually shoot with the 50. I do also prefer a fixed lens. So you have like fixed lens or zoom lens, and the zoom ones basically just mean like, you know, you could zoom in, you could zoom out. This one is literally just, it's a 50. Like I can't make it closer, I can't make it further. Like any zooming action, like I have to move in or move out. So it tends to be a little bit easier to get a sharper image with a fixed lens versus a zoom. So That's been my experience. So I prefer this one. So I'm going with the 50. This is also a 1.4. So the 1.4 aperture just means that my aperture opens all the way up. So like the diaphragms in the lens open up, so it allows in more light. So it just allows a bit more flexibility in like shooting conditions. So you could shoot in lower light conditions and still get really good quality photos, because light is everything in photography. So the lower the aperture, the more variety you have for light setting. So yeah, that is what I am shooting with, but I am bringing 2 other lenses, so I want to show you the other things that I'm bringing. So this one is a 75-300. This is also Canon. So this is one of those zoom lenses, so I'd be able to zoom from 75 to 300, so I do have quite a range. So the most zoom I will use for like a portrait shoot is 75. I know some people do go into the lower 100, so like 110, 130, things like that. Not really my vibe. I don't really have a lot of success shooting like that, so I usually do 35, 50, or 75. So I'm just bringing this one because I don't have a fixed 75. The next one that I'm bringing is this one. So this is the 24-105. This one is also Canon. So this is another zoom lens. So this one I'm going to be using for the 35. What I will say with this one is even when I like open up the aperture and everything should be in focus, I do tend to have like certain areas of the image that are slightly out of focus. So this one I technically could do like the 35 and the 75 with just this one lens. But because I have had some issues with some focusing, I'm not sure that I want to completely rely on this, which is why I am bringing this one. So the 50 is probably what I'm going to do all of the like base shots with, and then go in and get some other variations with the other lenses. Next thing that I'm bringing is of course a little lens cleaner. This is just a really soft microfiber little lens wipe, because you know the dust, the pollen is out and about, especially outdoors and in like a meadowy type area. I also have a backup memory card. I just opened this one, so I do still have the box, so I can show you. So these are the memory cards that I use, and I have so many of these, but I'm bringing a backup because this memory card I've done a few shoots on and I still have space, but I would hate to run out of space in the middle of the shoot and not be able to take more, or have to start going through and deleting images from a previous shoot. That's just gonna be stressful, so I'm not even dealing with it. I'm just bringing in a brand new entire memory card. Next thing I'm bringing is a backup battery. I have literally never ran out of battery on this camera, literally ever. Like, I don't know how the battery lasts so long. I mean, I do charge it, but I've never experienced the battery running out. So I don't think I'll need it, but you know what, better safe than sorry. So bringing a backup battery. And then the last thing that I'm doing is I am bringing a number of different like adapters. So this first adapter, it connects to my phone, and then on this side, it allows like input of the memory card. So this allows me just to quickly show people after I've taken the pictures, a few of the images on a bit of a bigger screen than this. I do like when I can plug this into my phone, they can kind of scroll through, see all of them, go to like a gallery view, and it's just kind of easier to navigate than the big heavy camera. So I really do enjoy this, and people love getting a little sneak peek of what the images are looking like. Another thing that I have, so this bad boy, one side intakes the memory card, the other side is a USB. So this is another just little adapter that I have. I have had instances where people have like brought their computer and want to see them. So if we want to use the phone, if we want to use the computer, and then I do have just a little USB memory stick. This is what I plan to put the photos on afterwards, once they're all edited and everything. But I really don't need to bring this to the shoot, but I just like to keep everything together. So it's coming to the shoot. Basically, it doesn't need to come, but it is coming. So I just have all of those items in this little side pocket. And then the last thing that I'm bringing is this. So this, it might look small. Well, actually, I don't know. It might look big to you guys. But when you find out what it is, you will realize it is quite small. It is small, but it is mighty. This pops open to be, I believe, a 7-foot changing room. And it's really nice, really handy. And that is pretty much everything. I'm asking her to bring a like neutral, like white or beige type of knitted blanket. That's the only like prop that we're bringing. Another thing that I always do before a shoot is I go on Google and I look up like some keywords to pull up similar images to get some like inspiration. So for this one, I looked up family portrait session in Meadow, and I screenshot all the photos that I liked and I compiled them into a album, and then I share the album with whoever I'm doing the shoot for, and I allow them to like the images that they like, remove the images they don't, add in any images that maybe they had as like their inspiration, and just make sure that we're all on the same page as far as the vibe we're going for, what we're creating, the types of poses we want, and coloring, all of that. That way I can adjust and do as much beforehand as possible, such as make sure that the camera settings, like if they wanted it really warm, then I can kind of adjust the white balance, or if they want a lot of close-up photos, I can make sure that I'm getting that instead of having to like crop a big photo into, you know what I mean? It's just easier to create that if the communication happens beforehand. So this is the general vibe of the album, and then just click on some random ones. And again, these are not my photos. These are just photos I found on Google by other photographers that I'm finding inspiration from. And I feel like it's gonna go really well. So now that I have an idea of some of the poses, some of the angles and things like that I want to shoot, I think this is going to go really well. We do need to make sure that we're pretty efficient because of course golden hour is a limited amount of time. For the most part, this is like my first shoot with children. I've done photos for them before, but just because like I had my camera with me and like the kids were there and I was just like capturing moments, but this is my first time doing like, we need to get good photos of the kids. You know what I mean? Before I was like, I'm taking pics. If any of them turn out cool, if not, like that's fine. I just want to take pictures. So yeah, no pressure, no pressure. I know, we never saw this coming. I am heading to Costco. I've just got 4 grocery bags because I'm not picking up too much stuff. A couple big items. You get a big thing of toilet paper, big thing of laundry detergent, and then a few grocery items that should all fit in here. So I'm just gonna go there. I try to relax. I got through like 20 minutes and then my anxiety started kicking in because I was trying to relax before my to-do list was done. So you know what, we're just gonna do it. Relaxation attempt over, kicking it back into high gear. And that's a job well done. So I got everything that I needed to get and everything fit in my bag, which was just so exciting. So feeling very accomplished. Look who just got a bath. Hunter and Sadie just got a bath. I can't believe I made time. I just like power bathed them. That was like the fastest bath I have ever accomplished in my life. I am literally sweating. Also before I leave, I need to change back into regular clothes. I also decided that I'm gonna bring my wireless like JBL speaker because I also usually like setting the vibe, you know what I mean? So having music playing during the shoot. So that's what's gonna happen. But you guys, I'm getting everything done. I'm so excited. The time has come. My hair is looking wild. Just totally ignore that. Remember, I'm shooting family. So even if I come up looking a fool, they won't judge me. Did put back on my regular clothes. Got all of my stuff right here. And I did grab that speaker that I was telling you guys about. So we are ready to rock and roll. I ate a Hot Pocket really quick, so hopefully that holds me off for the next several hours because I forgot that I'm shooting like right during dinner time. So yeah, hopefully holds me off. If not, I do have some like chips and candy in the car, so you know, desperate times. But let's get going. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a really pretty spot. So I got cut. I have like stickers everywhere. They're all in my pants. Wearing white shoes was not the move. They're like going into the shoe from every angle. I keep pulling them out. This is not ideal. So we just finished. It's like 8:10 p.m. So I'll be home 9 something. But you guys, we started at like 6:30. Golden hour should have been going, right? It did not. Golden hour did not happen until like, honestly, like 30 minutes ago. So we did like almost the entire shoot in just like broad daylight, really aggressive lighting. I mean, we made the most of it, but I'm gonna have to do some work in Lightroom. And then the golden hour, by that time, the kids were exhausted. I mean, probably because it was pretty late, but also from like all the pictures. And it was definitely tough trying to get everyone, because it was like the kids were on their own schedule as far as when they wanted to smile. And then the parents were trying to get the kids to smile. And then once one kid was smiling, they had to get the other kid to smile. And then once both kids were smiling, the parents weren't sure. And so it was like honestly, like nobody's fault. Like it's tough navigating with so many different like variables. So the good news is we did get a lot of good ones. Like I'm happy with how the shoot turned out. Truly, I feel like we have at least like 20 good ones. And what we said was if we leave with at least 6 good ones, we've accomplished it. Because I mean, realistically, are you really going to be framing more than 6 or posting more than 6? You know what I mean? Like you want variety in your house. You're not going to post an entire shoot. So I feel accomplished. I feel like I got all the photos I set out for, and a lot of them turned out really freaking cute. So I'm so excited. They didn't really want to see them because they wanted to be surprised. So I'm even more excited to edit because they don't even have like favorites yet. You know, like they haven't seen it. So very excited. All they knew was the wind kept blowing, the kids were crying, we were all getting stabbed by stickers. And so I'm kind of thinking that they think none turned out, because until I was like reviewing some of the photos, I was like, girl, I don't know. Like, I don't know. So I'm really excited to take a look and see what I got. Hello guys. Oh my gosh. I had to change out of my leggings and shoes so freaking fast. I was being stabbed the entire way home. I had taken my shoes off, but like it was all in my socks, and like, dude, it went through the entire tongue of the shoe and like into my sock, like it impaled it. What on earth are these things? Like, these are the most aggressive form stickers that I've ever encountered, and they were horrible. Yeah, I was noticing, like, look at my top. Like, can you see all of that dirt and stuff? Oh, here. I mean, these were honestly rough conditions. Like, absolutely beautiful area, but really rough conditions. Like, you need some of those, like, fishing boots that, like, are kind of like pants, you know, and rubber. That's what you need to take on that area, because it's no joke. I mean, maybe during fall when it's not like sticker season, it could be better, but gorgeous, but rough. Wow. This is really something. So this video is getting like really long, so I've decided that I'm gonna end this one, and then tomorrow I'm gonna kick off another one. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget, subscribe below, give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to tune in next week for another new video. Thanks again, and I'll see you then. Bye guys.